Minister, I welcome your repeated statements here today in regard to the absolute need to implement in full and in good faith the withdrawal agreement and the Northern Ireland Protocol. You've been very clear on that. The British Internal Market Bill, it has been damaging. It has caused concern among border communities. It has caused concern among business and enterprise, particularly sectors that are very heavily dependent on the British market to export to. I believe we don't hear enough commentary about the absolute need to protect the integrity of the European single market. It has been so beneficial to us and helped to grow the all-Ireland economy. Similarly, we need agreement in regard to state aid rules, protection of employment rights and protection and enhancement of environmental standards. And they are areas that our state over the years has invested heavily in and has been for the benefit of our citizens. Minister, you stated that there will be changed circumstances come the January the 1st. And the absolute need again to ensure a level playing field for business. I believe that the implementation of the joint political declaration is critical for business, for economy and for employment both north and south. And there cannot be any diminution in any aspects of the withdrawal agreement. It would be very, very damaging for our economy and particularly for all of our country. Minister, again, you would have heard me repeatedly say at this committee in the past and in the Dáil as well about the less developed areas of our country. You take the central border area, Cavan, Fermanagh, Tyrone, Monaghan. They've been the least developed areas in the economy due to historical reasons. It played a big factor in that. By definition, our local economy is very heavily dependent on small and medium enterprises. By definition, when those enterprises grow, they depend on as their first export market, they depend on Northern Ireland, and then when they grow, they depend on the British market. And again, three sectors in particular are critical to that economy in the central border area: the agri-food, construction products and engineering sector. And again, they're sectors that are most heavily dependent on Britain as an export market. So I'm just trying to emphasise the absolute need to have no tariffs in relation to the export of products for those sectors which are such a sizable part of the economy in the central border area and elsewhere as well. So, Minister, you have been upbeat in regard to the possibility of reaching agreement, and we wish you well in your negotiations and getting an agreement and going back again to your introductory remarks, implementing in full and in good faith the Northern Ireland Protocol and the withdrawal agreement is absolutely critical for the future development and good of our society on all of this island. And in conclusion, could I just say, since April, I've been advocating an all-Ireland approach to dealing with the COVID pandemic. Could I just say that we need more comparable restrictions, north and south, and very importantly, we need a similar implementation of those measures and restrictions as well. Thank you.
Brendan's questions in relation to protecting the integrity of the single market. I mean, when we talk about the protocol and its protection of the Good Friday Agreement and the all-island economy, from an EU perspective, that's important, but it's also about protecting Ireland's place in the single market and maintaining our place in the single market. So if we couldn't find a way of solving the border question through Brexit, Ireland would have faced the really difficult choice of having to consider some form of border infrastructure or accept the fact that we could no longer guarantee the integrity of the EU single market that our economy thrives on the back of, and have to look at some form of checking system between the island of Ireland and the rest of the EU single market.